Kia ora whānau. Welcome to the Guna Hub. This is our after show between the game of the game between the Arsenal and Sheffield United. I'm Amit, this is Nev. We love you. So before we start, please like and subscribe to our channel. Alright, how are you feeling, man? Big victory? 5-0, you know, at home. What more do you want? High five?
Good game. Thorough performance. To be honest, it didn't even look like we got out of second gear. But we won 5-0. Clean sheet, 5 goals. We did absolutely what you would think we would do to a team at the bottom of the league. We smashed them without really troubling ourselves. No injuries, it looks like. So all in all, it's like a fantastic day.
Yeah.
Fantastic performance. Fantastic victory. Good performances. Hattrick. It's always good when a player gets a hat-trick, and it's even better when it's a academy player, and it's even better when it's a kid who always gets criticized no matter what he does. So.
Especially from us.
Yeah, so, Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I felt, it was clinical. I think you're right. Like, we didn't really look like we got out of second gear. I think you're right about that, but I think we set up really well.
Yep.
First half, we kind of did give them, like, a little bit of, like, we weren't cocky, you know? We weren't like, we're going to disrespect these guys and just go and smash them. And I think it kind of played into our hands where second half they tried to press a little bit and we're just too good. I think we're really clinical. I was really happy to see Nketiah, scoring. Looks like he's built confidence throughout that game, especially after that first goal, and then you saw we'll talk about his hat-trick anyway, but yeah, really good to see like people like Tommy and Vieira getting on the score sheet too. I thought everyone had a good performance, even like guys like Raya, who have been criticizing, so good to see Arteta rotating the squad a little bit, giving Smith Rowe a start. I was really happy with that. Really happy to see Kiwi all starting too. I think we didn't really do this enough last season, where we gave, guys that are sort of knocking on the door a chance, especially in games like this where, let's be honest, we were expected to win. Why not? Why aren't we giving these guys a chance? And I think Arteta's learned from last year. See, like Odegaard, I think he was playing on an injury. He probably could have started, but we benched him. And maybe last year we don't do that. And, we risk him later on in the season if his injury keeps getting worse.
Yeah. No, I agree. We finally have built a bit of a big squad, and a squad that Arteta's happy with. So if this isn't the type of game that you can rotate those players in, then when will you, and what's the point of buying these players? Yeah. So, let's go through the starting lineup. We had a little bit of a rotation. We had David Raya started in goal, who I thought did really well. Like, this is the first game out of all the games that he's played where I saw his kicking and went, okay, yeah, I can see. Yeah. And we had Ben White, Saliba, who are kind of our mainstays. We had Kiwi next to Saliba. That was a bit of a surprise. But also I think, Gabriel needed a rest. He played a lot of games recently, and he played 2 games in the international break. So, it's good we gave him a rest. Then you had Zinni, who came in, one of our other mainstays, and I thought he had a really good game as well. And this was the type of game that absolutely suited him when the opposition doesn't press or threaten down your wings too much. Then we had a makeshift sort of midfield. You had Rice, Havertz, and Smith Rowe. Yeah. Now, Havertz got a full 90 minutes. He was decent. Nothing to complain about, or nothing to go wow about.
It's the usual way. The whole season has been kind of like that.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed because I felt like this was a game that he could have really imposed himself. He didn't do anything wrong, but when you got opposition that gives you that much time and space and you're winning kind of, with a few goals ahead, this should have been absolutely the game where he just run rampant, but, whatever. Kind of getting used to that from habits now and expecting that. Smith Rowe had a decent. I'm glad he got so many minutes. Glad he started, but again, a game where you think he could have done more, could have impressed a little bit more. Not to say he was bad, but so. And I think the stars of our show were our attackers, of course. Nketiah with the hat-trick. Martinelli, who I thought was excellent, he was always running at the fullback, always. Got the ball, same time running, one-on-one. I thought he was fantastic. I mean, his finishing product wasn't quite there. But, otherwise I thought he was really good. Saka, led the team out as a captain. That was great to see. Coming from the Hale End, he's been kind of our star boy, led us through tough times, and now, he led the team out. It was great to see. So, yeah, I mean, a bit of rotation in there. Makeshift sort of midfield. QEO coming in.
Nketiah starting.
Out. I think more so because of the circumstances. But I feel like he would have maybe started as well if Jesus was fit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the starting lineup and what the players offered?
Yeah, I think I agree with what you said. What I'll point out, though, is... Nketiah, man, I just really want to talk about like his hat-trick and how he took his opportunity this time. Like there's been so many times we've talked about him not taking his opportunities. Like he's always had chances because Jesus has been injured. Like he was injured last season. He sort of does okay. You can always see the effort. You can always see the desire, the passion for the team.
Yeah,
but. That's one thing, but as a striker, you want to see outcomes. You want to see goals. Yeah, and this guy's our second striker. He only had like 2 goals coming up to this game. That's not good enough, for the chances he's had. Like the number of appearances he's had.
I think it was 2 in the Premier
League.
Like
coming into this, that's why we had so much criticism to him, and we've always been asking the question, is he good enough to be our, backup striker? And, if he performs like this, we're not going to be here questioning that.
Yeah.
Like his first goal, we've played it back. The defense is pretty poor, but he still has a lot to do. He has to he's inside, the box. He's only got 12 yards to play with. He takes a perfect touch, turns and finishes it with a second touch. It's classy stuff.
Yeah. I love that because his touch is, he takes it away from the defender.
Yeah.
Rather than, he could have stopped the ball right where he was and then tried to get it out of his feet and take a shot.
Yeah.
Or he could have taken a touch inside, which would have been straight towards the defender. But he took the touch. He had, the sort of football IQ to go, I'm going to take this touch away from the defender.
Yeah, into the space, which was
behind him. And then he just finished. What a, brilliant finish. Classy finish. Bergkamp-esque.
Yeah, it was Bergkamp-esque, the touch and finish. And, because of his touch, the defender, the only thing he could really have done is fouled him. But if he fouled him, he would have got a red card. Or given away the pen anyway. So, really good. And then the second one is something we should expect from Nketiah, like a poacher's finish.
Yeah.
And you can see the build up in that goal when the corner's about to be taken. He's having that tussle. I think it was with Norwood. He was having that tussle with him, and then he kind of gets fouled. He fouls him back, and then the ball drops, and he's the first to react. Out of everyone in the box, the whole team is in there. He's the first one to react, and brilliant finish. We expect that from him.
Yeah, you said it. It's a goal that we've come to see from Nketiah time and time again. Sort of poachers sort of goal, and he's known for that. At least in his senior years in the senior team, he's kind of the one that has the instinct for where the ball's gonna drop. Always the one to react and always the one to tidy it up and finish it. You know, and typical Nketiah. And what's great is it's he's had 3 different goals. The first is different from the second, different from the third.
The third one, I mean,
that was wow. Yeah.
That's a worldie, man. And what a way to get your hat trick.
That's going to be the goal of the month.
Yeah, it's really up there. And like playing it back, the finish is so like it's just so purely hit. Like, you know, it's just a perfect hit. I really like the way Smith Rowe plays it into him. Like, this is like he only takes 2 or 3 touches, plays it in. And same with Nketiah, you know, his first thought, it looks like, was to set it up and take a shot. Which is what we cry out for every single week sometimes, you know? Like, there's times where...
take a shot.
Especially teams like this, they'll always have a deep lock. They, you know, it's already 2-0. They're not really wanting to concede more. You know, he gets it, they drop off, and, you know, the best thing to do is shoot. And if you've got a shot like that, bloody hell, do it every week, bro.
Yeah, we haven't really seen much of that from Nketiah.
No, we didn't. We normally just see his poachers finish, and you know he's got this in his
locker. He's
locker.
a fox in the box, but you know he was well outside the box, and you could see it when he's asking for the ball from Smith Rowe. The only thought in his head is to shoot, and he asks for it. Smith Rowe finally gives it, and he just takes a little touch to get it out of his feet, and then just rockets it into the corner. And man, I mean, what do you say? Like 3 different goals from a striker who gets criticism. And you know, you can say that you maybe expect him to get goals against a team that's sitting at the bottom.
But we struggled last year. Like, I think I can't remember who we played, but we played the bottom team last year. We didn't get a single point.
We always struggle. We always struggle.
I mean, we got 2 points from the available 6 from them last year. We drew both games. Yeah. And the second one, we were lucky to even get a draw. We were, you know. Yeah. So this year, it was good to see we struggled with teams like this. Yeah. And we were clinical. Yeah. And, you know, we were able to use our squad too. Odegaard could rest the whole game.
I'm glad he didn't get on.
Yeah. And then the subs that did get on, let's talk about them.
Impact subs again.
Yeah, like
Vieira and Tommy.
Trossard, Vieira and Tommy. And I thought Trossard was amazing. Like we lost nothing when Martinelli, actually we kind of gained, I reckon. Like he was a nightmare for the right back.
I saw a little bit of something in Trossard that I haven't seen for a while. And he got the ball and he just went down the line.
Wanted to take people on it.
He just one-on-one. He was doing what, you know, sort of we see from Martinelli, which is just grab the ball and just run at your fullback. And Trossard really did that. And we saw it kind of when he first came into the team, when we bought him in Jan. And then, you know, kind of slithered off and then he starts to come inside more. But yeah, I love to see that he just got the ball and his first thought was just to attack.
Yeah, he's really skillful. So, you know, we want to see that from him.
Really technically brilliant, eh?
Yeah, so it was good. And then Vieira obviously
won the penalty, scored the penalty.
Other than that, he had a decent
another impact sub, another goal contribution from this guy.
Yeah.
And
he keeps doing that, so, you know, good on you, bro. Yeah. But I think the best out of the 3, the pick of the bunch was Tommy, man. I think he's playing, like, he's really unlucky probably not to start this game. He's been in good form. Like, I think last week he probably was man of the match, right?
Yeah. Well, for us anyway.
Yeah, for us. And then this game, you can see his hunger, his desire, the way he gets forward, the way he even defends. You know, he's really strong. He looks really fit. Like, you know, this is the fittest I've seen him since he first started.
Yeah, because he keeps getting injured. But I think it's great because he's only making sort of bench appearances and starting the odd game.
Yeah.
It's really helped with his fitness and it's helped him work his way back into fitness. And yeah, he's excellent, man. That goal that he scored again, I mean, we saw it over and over again where he just sort of tussles a bit with the keeper and the defender, shoves them off, so then they're lost. and he's the first to react to the ball, smashes it into the net, and that's another goal from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is on his 50th game too.
Yeah.
Gets a goal, gets a Premier League goal. Good on you, man. And just talking about that, what I noticed though is Arsenal's set pieces. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit before we round it up. Have you noticed how we put all our big guys sort of onto the keeper? I mean, it caused heaps of problems for their keeper for for Nketiah's second goal.
Yeah.
And then also for Tommy's goal. And I think it's working for us. I think last year we had scored the most off set pieces. And this year again we're like first or second from set pieces.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good to see. I can't remember, but like the set pieces, whoever takes the corners always kind of whips it in to somewhere near the keeper.
Yeah.
And
I think it was Vieira as well that whipped that in.
Yeah.
So he got a goal and an assist.
And an assist, yeah. And then you had like Kiwior and Saliba all around the keeper and Tommy.
Yeah.
When you have guys that tall and big, you sometimes those 50-50 balls are gonna fall in your favor most likely. And then we also have guys who are so sharp in the box like Nketiah, Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus. These guys are all always nippy and have a chance.
It's something that we have been working on for a while, but most of the time it hasn't worked in our favor because VAR has come back and said that we'll foul the keeper. So I think it's a tactic that they've been trying to perfect. Cause as much traffic as you can in the box, cause as much chaos as you can in the box. Once you take the keeper out and he's not able to function because there's too much traffic. Because, I mean, let's be honest, when a corner comes on, a free kick comes in, the most dangerous player is probably the keeper because he can use his hands. So he can come out to any position and get a hand to it and jump over people for it. So once you take him out, it's whoever gets to the ball. And, it's working for us, and it's another goal from a corner. Brilliant.
Long may it continue.
Yeah. I think special mention to Kiwior because he looked really good.
Yeah,
he looks really fit.
Yeah,
he looks like he's leaned out a bit, and he was really good on the ball, which I wasn't quite expecting. Because when he's played left back, at the start of the season, he was kind of shaky with his ball distribution, but I thought he was excellent today. Didn't have much to do defensively, but whatever he did it really well. Helped the ball flow. And, 5-0 with the rotated squad. No new injuries.
What else do you want?
What more can you ask for? What a perfect day.
Man of the match?
Oh, it's got to be Eddie. How can it be anybody else?
Yeah, you got to give it to the guy, 3 goals.
Three excellent.
Awesome goals.
Different
gravy this game. And long may it continue.
Yes. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
We've got the Carabao Cup coming up next. Guessing Arteta will rotate the squad because we've got Newcastle in the following game after that. So 2 tough games, big week. Good to see we've started the week with a big win. Let's go out there, win this Carabao Cup game. Stay in another cup. Why can't we win?
Build some momentum going into Newcastle as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.